I'm not crying. I'm just alone right now. All by myself. All by myself. I'm just waiting on, people to join me, and they're not here yet. Oh, Miami said she's going to be a little late. And I didn't want anyone to just sit back waiting, so I thought I'd peruse through the app, look around, and wait for her to get settled in. She has a regular life other than just us, so I still didn't want anybody to just sit around and say, oh man, we're not doing anything, nothing's happening. She didn't post anything up. We do have a couple of people watching, so why type when I can say it? But I think it's interacting with you guys that are in the live chat, so stand by, no technical difficulties. But instead of you just sitting here and waiting and nothing being said, I figured, why not go back to how we used to do it on Saturday nights when we had our live stream, and go through the app and actually shout out some people. Remember, we used to do that a whole lot. There's some differences on the app on Moto Amino if you're using Android or iOS. One thing that I know a lot of people don't know about, and the ones that do know about would love to have the feature on Android. There's a feature on iOS that you can actually do top right in the settings. You could pull up the globe and actually see people all over the world that are connected to the app and what areas that they're in and where they're from. Wish we had that feature, but we don't. Maybe one of you guys gonna post up something like a little questionnaire and ask for it to be see if they can add it to Android. Maybe we could have that. That wouldn't be bad at all. That'd be pretty cool. But what I'm doing now is while we're waiting on her to jump on, I'm swiping from the right. Isn't that Tinder? Isn't that a Tinder app? You swipe right, swipe left. Yes, no. So, all right. So swipe from the right. Then scroll down. And what I am looking for currently at this time are users. So the way we used to do it was go there to see all the new users that joined. But really, all you have to do is top right when you're in the home screen. You go under where my chats are. And you'll see where it shows you. I don't know if you'll be able to see this with this one. Hold on a second. This is gonna really suck. I don't like it's a white background, so it's kind of hard. But at the very top, right in this white area that you can't see, there are two sections, and it shows you all members and the number of members we have. And then underneath that, it'll show you my favorite members, where you're able to set up people who you want to say are your favorites. So what I did was I went and I selected on the far right the three dots like this menu, and pop up all of the actual new users that are on the app. Again, you can't see it. I just got a message. I'm going to announce the message. Miami says, sorry for the tardiness, really saying she's ready. See? All we had to do is just be a little patient. I appreciate you guys waiting for the both of us. I'm going to go ahead and resend her another one, and we will get started. But what I was going to do was basically I wanted to shout out some of the new people that are on the app that I see, at least the top new ones that have joined up. Remember, we used to do that before. So right now, the first one I see out of Mequon, M-E-Q-U-O-N, I think is the area you're from. Chickens float on dirt bikes. That's crazy cool. Chickens float on dirt bikes. So that's our first one. Foxy is our next one. Looks like a pug on a horse. You guys got to check that one out yourself. Thrill Killer out of Mesa. Hammock is a fourth one, and Connor is a fifth one. Let's go a little further. How about Robbie? MP 2003. Alicio 99. Catherine, which is Katherhan. And Michael Mike. And then we also have Zay and Martin Rosas. So we got two new. Now, Martin actually already has a few posts up. Reputation has gone up. Has a few followers as well. I think that's cool. You guys check him out. Martin, M-A-R-T-I-N, Rosas, R-O-S-A-S. He already has his bike showing as well, too, or their bike showing. A couple of photos of that, and a few photos of a couple other bikes look like he was, or they were in a meet with or a ride with. So those are our top users, and it's going to the phone. How do I get it to the laptop? You can send me a link. Oh, I'm going to send you the link. This is the first time we ever had to do technical stuff like this live. The link will go directly to your email. So let's do it one more time for her. Let's get her on. Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. Wham, done. Bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to pop the chat out so I can see you guys, what you're saying a little bit better. What's up, Irish? What's up, Bo for life? Bo is actually out of Georgia. Another one of the riders in our Moto Amino, Georgia chat room. You got Jacob Phillips. What's going on? Appreciate you showing up. We also got Stumpy Moto, my man. What's going on? How you feeling? So, like my boy says on his YouTube channel, talk amongst yourselves. Give me one moment. Be right back. That's what he does. I just thought that was funny. My bad. Anyway, so you guys saw me. I went through, checked out a couple of new users on the app, wanting to shout them out as we used to do. I think we should do that more. I think what we need to do as well is probably try to post more of the photos that you have of your bike or yourself, or just some small information. Like, let's say you don't have a bike, but you want to get one. Post that in your profile when you pop it up, and let's see if we can do that and try it that way. That may work, and then we'll get more people to see what you have, see where you are. You might get some people to start jumping on following you too. She's using her laptop for the first time, and she's having to actually install the Google plugin for this to work for her. So we are going to be patient for her. But like I was saying, for all the new people who jump on board on the app, not only once you get done and you're able to put some information, profile pictures, or anything about yourself or your bike, go ahead and spread the word around. Let everybody know. We have a Facebook page, Instagram. We're also on Twitter as well too. We have females that do live streaming on Thursday nights. You check it out. You'll see it scheduled on the app. It usually should be featured on our front page as well, for you to go directly from that area to the actual channel itself to check it out live. And then on Saturday night, we have a live stream based on certain subject matter with guests as well on that. Within the app, for your new users, within the app, we actually have a monthly and a weekly deal. Monthly is going to be bike of the month, where we post whoever gets the most likes in reference to their bike. As long as you post pictures of your bike, make sure they're clear as possible. Make sure there is, I'd say, not too out of focus and not too far away. The best photos you can get of your bike. Let's just put it this way. You're trying to I guess, advertise your bike as being the best out of all the bikes that come up. And what happens is that we're looking for people to like your post the most. Most likes wins that month for the bike. And then you have week program as well too. Biker of the month, bike of the week. You also have, believe if I'm not mistaken, that Norwegian biker is doing something for us as well. We're going to do a quiz. It's going to come back up coming soon. It'll be a biker quiz. You should check that out as well. And also we have Moto Amino Studio, where one of our persons actually, she's hashtagged as Studio 5, which is pretty cool. Show a photo of your bike, hashtag within it, Moto Amino Studio, or Studio 5Me, STUDIOFYME, with hashtag. Go ahead, let her know by seeing those, and she can take your photo that you have and retrofit your photo to look pretty cool. But there's a lot of stuff that we do on the app that you can actually get involved in. I just want you guys to see what we can do and all the things that we actually have going on while we're sitting here waiting. I know she had to install it in the whole nine. I apologize, man. She and I didn't have ourselves squared away, I guess. I'm going back to the chat room. I'll call somebody out. I use your government name because that was what you actually had on here when you signed in. It shows your government name. My bad, didn't know. Let's see.
So sorry.
Hey, that's okay. Don't even worry about it. They already knew you were going to be late. They knew the technical issues we had.
Okay.
Everybody's been informed.
Okay.
You know, that's how we do.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm totally ready. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh, before I go any further to start it up, in the live chat, was it live chat that you posted and asked? No, it was actually a private message was posted. So I'm still going to bring it out. I told y'all I was going to call y'all out on this one.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, that's what it is. My bad, Jake. My bad, Jake. I got you now, brother. One of the guys that's in the live chat wants to know if you're going to be as funny as you were from Thursday night stream.
I cannot make guarantees because it's only 2 of us. I need at least 10 more people to.
No, you don't. All you need is 2. One personality and another personality. I'm telling you, it'll work out. Watch what happens.
Okay. I'm excited.
You are you. I'm not being me. I'm actually being PC. So.
Oh, I don't like PC conversations.
Okay. Anywho. So let's get this going without further ado, since they have been waiting on both of us. I don't want them waiting too long.
Of course.
So we're going to make it worth it. What's up, Twisted? You know what? I'm coming back to him too as well, okay? You and I are going to speak about this particular person when we get a chance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to speak about somebody. We're going to talk about somebody. Drama for your mama. So if you don't mind, ma'am, as usual, introduce yourself, what you ride, and where you're located as in roundabout, and just give us a little background about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Natasha from Miami Emerge. I motovlog in South Florida. I ride a Ducati Monster 821 2016. And I just want to document my journey through riding and hopefully inspire other girls and show them what not to do. And it's just a great time capsule for the future. And hopefully my kids will be like, oh, I had a cool mom at one point in my life. So, yeah.
For some odd reason, your photo is not popping up.
It's not?
No.
Because hold on. That's weird.
And that is, yeah, your photo popped up, but you are not popping up.
Yeah, because I have the camera on. Can you see me on the camera or no?
I see gray. Let me ask them and let's see.
Shoot.
Do you guys see her at all?
Oh, no.
Moto girl, do you see her face when she speaks? Say something for us, Natasha.
Hey, everyone. Because I'm seeing gray, too. Oh, I remember. I have a Band-Aid on the camera. I was like, what?
See, I told you.
God, I was like, what's going on? There is a Band-Aid on my camera. My bad. Let me take it off. Whoops.
That was all we needed, was the 2 of us to do it.
Oh my God. I was like, why can't anybody see me? Okay. Hi.
Oh.
Band-Aid, my bad. I don't want the NSA watching me. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Sorry. Okay. I'm ready.
Wow. First. And you guys saw it right there. She had a Band-Aid on her camera. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now, see, you did it though. You just broke the whole ice. You broke the entire ice cube on that one.
I'm
The
very
bag
happy
of
to do
ice.
that.
All right, so let's get going with it.
Yes.
So I do see so far, Twisted Tech is here.
Yes.
We got Bo is here as well. We got Irish is here. We got Moto Girl here.
Yes.
We got Jake out of Georgia, and I'm representing him with Georgia here as well.
Awesome.
And we had earlier who jumped on. I want to go back. Stumpy Moto 616 is here as well. So let's see. And I'm not going to forget about you, Twisted. We got you. I'm going to say something about you in the end. He said camera broke. Here's a Band-Aid.
Exactly. You know, it was hurting. I had to give it a Band-Aid.
And the deal is I can hear his voice saying it. He's so sexy. I'm telling you, he's sexy. Sexy make a man melt. Anyway, so how long have you actually been riding, period? Just riding a motorcycle, riding on the street, and not legally, even counting when you didn't have a license? How long have you been riding?
I've been riding for about a year and a half. So I'm in year 2. I mean, I never rode illegally because nobody would let me ride their bike. So I took the course first, then researched, then bought a bike 3 months after taking the course. And that was my process.
Wow. So that's a little bit, you actually put some time and effort into thinking it through. A lot of people that I've met, they bought the bike first, rode it illegally for a little bit, didn't go to the training or courses, just went and straight did the test to get their license, and then started riding again legally.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big chicken, and I don't want to jump into something that I'm not familiar with. I know like 2 wheels are very like, it can be fun and it can also be deadly. So I kind of like all my limbs, and road rash isn't sexy. So I kind of, let's do it the proper way. That's how you should do it, the proper way.
Tell me this then. You did it in a sequence of getting out there to ride. You first got legalized, and then you researched again and chose what bike. Why did you choose the Ducati Monster?
Oh my gosh, the story is so like, it's a really dumb story. Basically, I had been riding a Kawasaki Ninja 250 for a few months, and I just was like, I outgrown it. I crashed. I didn't crash it. I tried from the far right. I crossed over 4 lanes trying to make a turn, and then it was either run into the car or drop it. So I dropped it. Luckily, the frame slider saved me. But I was just like, once that happened and the rear brake had locked up, I was just like, okay, I need another bike. So at the time, the guy I was dating, he had been riding Harleys for years or whatever, and he was like, oh, let's go to Ducati. He was very like bougie or whatever. So we went to Ducati. And we were looking at bikes, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me test drive. I mean, coming from a 250, I was like, do not fuck this up because you cannot afford to fix it. So they let me test drive the Monster 821. And I was just like, oh, this isn't hard. I could do this. And I got it. I signed it. We didn't get it. I left. And then I was like, let's go back. I really want it. It was like such an emotional decision. It was not very rational. It was very emotionally driven. So we went back, and it was sold because this was like the stripe version or whatever. So I came back, and they're like, oh, well, you can have the regular red version. I'm like, okay. But I mean, I love it. I wrote it off from the dealership, and, you know, honestly, the traction control and the different riding features really suited my style. And I like the sitting up position because I love a sports bike, and you like speed and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you want your ride to be comfortable. And that whole like leaning, hunch back, the whole like, nah, like I can't do it. My back is not made for that. But I do want a sports bike. That has been something I've been thinking about. But Ducati is still my number one.
Now, have you had any issues or second doubts about having your Monster?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to do a video on it. I was like, I think I'm going to sell my Monster because I want to buy a house. Like, I literally was thinking about that.
Oh, so you didn't tell me you would actually sell your bike so you can get a house?
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, I don't want to tell everybody how old I am, but, you know, like, you have to make adult decisions. Like, I love my bike and I love riding. To me, it's an escape. So I can't say that, you know, I'm not like super bike life, like, oh, I'm going to get rid of my car. I'm just going to ride my bike everywhere. At the end of the day, it costs money. I'm financing the bike. I have to put insurance on it. And honestly, the money that I'm spending on a bike, I could be putting more towards my savings so I can get that house or that investment property. So I've honestly thought about, okay, maybe I should sell it, but I'm probably going to get another job instead. I am very rational, if you didn't notice. So.
But then again, that just shows the passion that a lot of us have for riding. We rather get a second job to afford paying for the bike, or get a second job to afford paying for the repairs on a bike that we bought that was a salvage title so we can ride, than actually sit back and say, no, let me wait. Let me save up some money, wait until next year. You know, that stuff is what you sit down with a banker and they'll say, hey, you know, well, looking at your portfolio, it looks like it's probably best that, you know, we give this another 8 months and you'll be ready to go. We'll go ahead and put you in a non-interest bearing account, though. That's the only problem we're going to have. Yeah, but you'll be good about 8 months. You can go ahead and purchase this. And you're like, hell with that.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Like a guy, you drive a Prius. I don't want to hear that.
Like, for me, you have a passion. So when you discover that passion, it's hard to be like, oh, I'm going to put it on the back burner and work like a slave for 6 months. And then I'm going to, but that's the most adult thing to do. And like my first ex, who taught me how to ride the Kawasaki Ninja, he was like, listen, you should get a 300 and you should buy it cash and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to go from a 250 to a 300. That's stupid. And one, don't tell me what to do. So like the pettiness came out, but like he's a financial advisor. So I probably should have listened to him, because now I'm like, fudge, if I had just waited and bought a bike cash, I wouldn't have these adulting dilemmas.
Well, I can see that. I can understand that part of it as well. If purchasing it outright cash and not making payments. But at the same time, how about this question to that? Okay. Would you truly have been happy with that 300 or happier with the Monster?
I'm honestly, I'm so fulfilled with the Monster. I'm happy. I mean, to me, like, there's no point in being an adult and living this life. Like, to me, God, I feel like I'm just putting all my business out there, but
that's exactly what this is all about. Seriously.
I know, right? Like, total, like, you guys get everything. But no, I'm a nurse. So I worked hospice for like 2-3 years. So you see people and they look back at their lives and you can see a lot of regret. So I always tell myself, life is short. Like, I could die tomorrow in a car, in an airplane, walking down the street. So I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to wait 6 months. And then you never know, in month 5, you might, you know, get hit by a car. So I know financially, I'm like, okay, I'm not like dying, but it probably would have been more productive to save up for the money in the long run versus, you know, hey, let me finance. And I know when you finance, you pay more in the long run, but I just don't want to live a life in regret. But of course, you want to make good decisions for yourself.
Which is understood.
Yeah.
Which is understood. Matter of fact, Twisted also said, respect for nurses, so underappreciated.
I appreciate that.
And we also got, if I'm not mistaken, Jake said as well, he paid cash for his. He's paid cash for all of his. I did post and tell y'all, I'm making payments on my bike right now. If I need to, I'd probably turn around and sell one of my kids so I can buy it outright. And then if things worked out even better, maybe sell 2 of the other ones, and then my wife there.
That'll be a quiet household, though. That's what I'm thinking.
The quiet household and more time on the road.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. See? This sounds like a win-win. I'm telling you. I know when anybody from DFAX watches this video, they're going to try to track us down. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Hey, I don't care. I'll tell you where I stay. Irish even said he used his money from when he got back from overseas. Oh, brother, I spent all mine on court costs. So, anywho's back to the subject matter at hand. So, see, I'm supposed to find out more about you. They're not supposed to find out about me. Oh, no, it's a two-way street. We got to keep it equal.
I got those barriers over there. It's only one way. So I noticed you started on the app on Moto Amino back in January. You remember?
Oh, God. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So do you recall before being a guest on our Saturday night live streams, you actually used to do some things with your videos that a lot of people either were for it or against it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my videos are a mix of a lot of things. Like that's the one thing I don't like. I subscribe to everybody. I'm not watching everybody, but I subscribe to a lot of motovloggers. And my thing is, I don't want to be like the guys who are always wheeling and like talking about hot girls or trying to catch hot girls or punching mirrors and all that stuff. But I want it to be a completely honest experience. I don't want to say, oh yeah, I ride around and everything's perfect and look, there's the beach and da 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 da. Like, that's not me. Like, I want to be completely transparent with anybody that watches my videos. I mean, I used to do a lot of voiceovers. I'm like, I'm not telling you any more stories. You guys could watch it. I'll chop up the audio so you understand what's going on. But I mean, there's been some messy videos and there's been some good videos. Like, I want people to understand this is my journey and these are things that have made me into this kind of biker.
And since that time, what was that the first time? Would you say January was around the first time you started actually recording your ride?
Oh my God. Honestly, I would have to go look back at my video and see what day I posted it. Cause like,
you got to give me a specific date. I didn't truly go that detailed into my research.
You're slacking on your research here.
I didn't want to go into the direct date, but YouTube does say the date that you actually did do it, but we didn't have to go that deep into it.
No, I mean, I would say I've been motovlogging for a solid year now. Mm-hmm. Because I still had a Ninja. And I got rid of the Ninja about maybe a little bit over a year ago. So I always say, yeah, that's probably right. And honestly, I didn't really know what motovlogging was. Like, me and my sister were like, we're going to get this YouTube money. Let's do it. So I was like, okay, so what are we going to do on YouTube? She's like, I'm going to do makeup and fashion and you're going to do motorcycles. And I'm like,
wow, you both chose the most saturated actual subjects on YouTube. Everybody's grandmother is doing both.
I know. So I told my sister, one, I don't know how popular you're going to get when, everybody's mom and their cousin is a makeup guru, fashion ambassador, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, listen, I'm the only Black girl motovlogging on a Ducati. Like, everybody kept saying, oh, you're the only Black girl I see riding a Ducati. I'm like, what? Like, what does that even matter? So I just felt like, okay, well, my story might be a little different because you don't see a lot of brown girls riding and you really don't see them motovlogging. So maybe I might inspire more girls of color to ride. I'm not going to say that all the female motovloggers are white or they're all Hispanic or anything like that. I don't know everybody's, ethnicity, but I haven't seen anyone as tan as me so far. Well, maybe the Indian ones, maybe, but that's about it.
You say the Indian ones.
Yeah.
Well, down in South Miami, some of the ladies and guys have some serious tans, so it could work out.
Yeah, you're right. But they're not motovlogging, so I think I'm safe for now.
Got it. So since you've been motovlogging and your sister chose to do something that is big, I just thought of something. I just had an interruption on myself.
Oh.
Why don't you do makeup and motovlog at the same time on your bike? You definitely will hit that one. Nobody's doing that. Nobody is doing that at all.
Okay. Like, I was Googling, like, I creep on YouTube all the time. Like, I'm always like, okay, what is this motovlogger doing versus what I'm doing? Why is their video more popular than mine? Like, I'm a total YouTube creeper. So I was like, oh, I wonder if any girls have done any like motorcycle makeup videos. So there's like maybe 5 out there. I do not wear makeup, so I would be like the fakest person out here saying, oh yeah, then you apply your eyeliner and you spray your face with hairspray so that your makeup settles and it won't wipe off when you take your ski mask up. Like, I would be so fake. But like, I know girls that do makeup and they ride a motorcycle, so I would like outsource that and I would be like, hey, listen, do you want to do this video with me? blah, blah, blah. So that's something I've thought about because people have requested me to do certain videos. And I'm just like, I have so many like files on my hard drive that I have not even edited. Gotcha. So I'm just like, okay, I have 10 waiting, and then you want me to add 5 more.
I say this then, because your sister is doing the makeup, correct?
No, she stopped doing YouTube a long time.
She just stopped YouTube, period.
Like the first 30 days she was strong, and then she said, "No, I don't have time for this."
What about did you ever get her riding?
Oh, okay. So she does not like me riding. She thinks that it's known that Florida drivers cannot drive to save their lives. I mean, that's why I don't talk a lot in my videos, because I'm like so concentrated on what the cars and traffic is going on around me. I just like can't even have like a thoughtful conversation because somebody's just, you know, brake checking me or crossing over and using no signals. So yeah, I've talked to her about it, and I told her, like, at the end of the day, I would like you to understand what being a rider means and my experience. And then she sees one of my videos and she's like, you could have died. And I'm like, listen, you could die anywhere. But I mean, that's why I've kind of pulled it back. In the year and a half I've been riding, definitely the first year, I feel like you get really aggressive and cocky and you have so many close calls and you're like, damn, I barely made it. So, but like a weekend ago, we were gonna do a backpack. She was gonna be my backpack on my Ducati. So I took the hardcover off. We went to the art district and we were gonna videotape it. And then it was taking us forever to set up, and everybody was late. So she actually backpacked on a cruiser, and that's one of my videos where the cruiser guy hit somebody's mirror. So it was not a good idea.
We're going to get into that one too.
Okay.
We're going to get into that one too.
Yeah.
But I do have a request.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But somebody wants to know, what's this deal of motorcycle rides in a twerk class? What's going on in the class?
Oh, my 1 million view video? Okay, let me tell you about that one. Okay. So this is what happened. This was like I said, I videotape everything. Like I went to Art Basel, like, which is the big art convention in Miami. I rode my bike there. Like my bike, like I do introduce bike life into my everyday life. So with the twerking class. So I was just like, let's see what that experience is about. You know, like everybody assumes Black people or people of color can already twerk. This is South Florida. We have a diverse mix of women here. So I thought, okay, that'll be interesting. So I was going to ride my Ducati Monster there in the unknowns of Miami, because I had never been to that part. And then as soon as, because I went to work the day of, to go to the twerk class. I was going to get off work at like 3. And then I was like, why is my bike not giving me throttle? Like as soon as I would get up to 10 miles per hour, the engine would start dying. And I'm like, what the crap? So then when I was at work that day of the twerk class, I had to call Ducati and towed it to the dealership. And I was like, well, this was part of my MotoVlog process, my bike not working. So I was like, I'm including that in the video. So I went to the twerk class, and honestly, it was a good workout, and it was fun, and it was lighthearted, and it was fun seeing all these different girls try and achieve, and some missed the mark. So, I mean, it's good. I felt like it was innocent fun. It wasn't like, ooh, I'm trying to be sexy. Let's see how many clickbaits I can get. But it was a little bit of clickbait. I have no shame in my game. I honestly was like, okay, maybe 10,000 views. And then like literally through the whole day, like every hour I was getting like 10,000 more views. I'm like, really? People are liking this? I'm like, oh yeah, it's a bunch of girls shaking their butts. But I didn't think, like, there's a lot of videos like that. So I'm very happy. Motorcycles, twerking, instant hit. Okay. That's for all you guys if you didn't know.
If you want to start collecting that money, like your sister said, I guess you don't really need to go back too deep in your analytics to see that if you do that, you'll probably get a lot of hits.
And then like now, like I released a video with, like, I was riding with one of my riding buddies, and she was like, it was a casual video. We went to go see a Ducati bike debut.
I remember that one.
And
yeah,
like it got like 20,000 views, and I'm like, I don't know how this system works. Like, do you guys want sexy? Do you want us to go check out bikes? Like, what do you want me to do to get views? Like, I have no idea.
I got an idea of what the first thing was. The title of it, remember?
Yes.
The title of it her being on her tippy toes and riding a big bike. And I think if you do really look into your analytics, you'll see that there are a hell of a lot of 11 to 17-year-old boys that were watching those videos, because your thumbnail is her on her bike on her tiptoes, and here it is. That's, you know, a lot that was going on. I think that's all it was. You know, that is she married? No, that doesn't matter, man. She's on a tiptoes bike. Dude, you got to go see it. I mean, some things just hit off on YouTube that don't have to be explained. I think they just hit off. It's who we have out here.
And I mean, like, for me, like, I see like the popular female motovloggers, and you know, they're really like, they give you bike information and they're changing parts in the bike and all that stuff. And I'm like, listen, that's not my point of view. I would love to get to that level, and I think that's amazing to be so hands-on with your bike, because I think you should be. But I'm gonna go through my beginning stages and figure out things as they come and go. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, and then you change the oil doing this and blah, 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 because I watched 10 other motovloggers make a video on changing their oil, and this is my attempt at it. Like, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I want to be my own journey and to be authentic. Like, I don't want people to be like, well, I've seen 20 other people do this. Why would I watch yours? Oh, because you're a girl and your butt is showing. Okay, cool.
Sometimes they do throw some of that stuff in, but I think what you're saying is a perfect thing. It's the same motto we have with riding. Ride your ride. Don't ride somebody else's. Don't try to ride the track's ride or the street's ride. Ride your ride. Same concept in your life of YouTube. YouTube and vlog what you vlog. Be you, be yourself. How many people have you met that are in your area that ride monsters?
It's funny because there is a Ducati store in the art district we have in Miami, and they have a club. And I'm like, not a lot of them ride monsters. Like, of course, the default with Ducati is I have to have a Panigale, whatever 99 it is, 12.99, 8.99, blah, blah, blah. Everybody needs a Panigale in their life. I'm like, yeah, like I said, I just like the bike and I test drove it. And coming from a 250, I didn't want to go too hard on the CCs and the torque, and I'm happy with my Monster. I mean, the Panigale, I think, is a beautiful bike, but there's a cost that comes with my bike. The maintenance and, you know, changing tires and all that stuff is more expensive. So that's why I'm like, Panigale is nice, but I have other things I need to like focus on. Gotcha.
So more people in your area are riding the biggest expensive Ducatis.
Yeah, there is like a Ducati Club, and I'm in the chat on WhatsApp, and like they ride religiously. They talk about Ducati religiously. Every post is about motorcycles. Like, they're not faking. Like, they go on the track days. They're talking about buying track suits and AGV helmets and gloves and color coordinating their moto boots and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm not that into it. I'm not that into it, but you know, oh, you got to ride on Saturday, my day off. Okay, I'll show up to it. But I'm usually the one in like, my motorcycle jacket, gloves, helmet, and like moto boots or sometimes sneakers. And they're all like track suited out. And I'm like, shit, I did not budget for this.
Obviously, right?
Yeah. So, but like I said, everybody has a different, bike focus. For me, it's like, yeah, there's some people that's super into it, and there's some people that just ride because it's a relaxing thing, and there's some people who like making modifications and being hands-on, and I appreciate all those aspects. So that's why I like interacting with all these different dynamics.
Got you. So let's go back to our Harley gentleman when you were riding on the back, and I learned something from last week Thursday night's vlog, so live stream. So I'm not gonna say backpack. I'm gonna keep sticking with passenger. You guys started with a large panel of girls, and if y'all rally up, I'm in trouble. So I'm gonna stick with simple words such as passenger. And Twisted, don't start on me, man, because he was really on me on Saturday night stream when I kept saying this. But we're gonna have to go back to that day, that particular day that you were on the back. I saw the video, and I think you may have posted it on the app before it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's how I saw it on Moto Amino on the app itself. And I went out, and we'll introduce you next time. I went out and did my vlog. And after I was done editing, I spoke to my wife. I had to cut I say maybe 8 minutes out. I didn't know I talked about it for 8 minutes, but I had to cut it out. The thing is that I was pretty pissed off. I was already doing a vlog in reference to the issue Kalin had posted a while back. He was the one that started it, and not a lot of people were talking about it, but it was the incident in California where the rider was on a cruiser in the HOV lane and the Nissan cut in front of him and hit the median. So that was all together, but I didn't know I ranted so long, but it was about 8 minutes I had to cut out of my video because I was a little bit perturbed that homeboy had you on the back and decided to exert his road rage and punch a mirror. And all I thought was at the time, seriously, is that reaction could have caused that driver in the car to react in a negative manner. And all of this reaction, hey, we got a passenger on the back. It was like we totally forgot about that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, oh, okay, like I'm a single person. Like, okay, I'm just single in general, so I'm always like open to ride with people. And like for me, you never know what kind of can of worms you're getting. So when we rode together, he was like, oh, let's test out. He had the dual Senna, so he was like, oh, let's test them out. Let's do a dual vlog. I'm trying to get into MotoVlogging or whatever. I'm like, cool, let's do it. You know, I knew the area. I frequent South Beach and our district a lot, so it didn't feel uncomfortable. So I parked my bike in a very well-populated area, so I didn't mind leaving it for a little bit. He's like, oh, you know, do you want to ride on the back of my cruiser? Nobody else has. You know, this is my second bike, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I've never been a passenger on a cruiser. I thought that would be a great, like, point of view. I haven't been a backpack for a while. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So I thought we were just going down the street. And he's like, oh, no, let's get more footage. Let's go on the highway. I'm like, okay, well, we're not going far. He's like, we're just going to take 1 or 2 exits. I'm like, cool. We take the highway. And he, like, but while we were riding, I noticed I had to cut that out because then it would be like a 15-minute video. He kept stopping people, like stopping cars and being like, hey, buddy, like not in an aggressive tone, but like, hey, listen, when you merge into oncoming traffic, you're supposed to take the right lane and not the left lane. You know, you crossed over in front of us and you could have, you know, caused an accident. Please be more aware. So that's how he was speaking to people. And I'm like, dude, I understand that you're trying to educate people, which I think is cool and that's awesome. But while you're on a bike and stopping in the middle of traffic and trying to pull over people and tell them to roll their window down so you can give them some enlightenment is not really a great idea because one is I don't trust anybody. So I don't know if you have a gun, a machete, you know, you might just want to put the car in reverse and like hit me. So I was like, he did that like 3-4 times. And I'm like, bro, you need to chill. Like, oh no, well, since my accident, you know, I was hit by a car and and that's why I do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, you're not a policeman, so let's not do that. So, you know, he finally stopped doing it. And I was like, okay, maybe he got the message. But I know some people, if that's in you, it's hard to turn it off. So when we were riding on I-95 and we both saw the lady doing her makeup, literally like she's like putting on, she got the powder on, she's looking at the mirror. You can't see that from the video, unfortunately. A GoPro can only do so much. But he was just so upset. And then this is 5 o'clock traffic. He's telling this lady to pull over, middle of the fucking highway. Like, and then he does all that. And I did not expect him to do that. Like, he was so like, oh, you know, like, I don't like bad drivers, blah, 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 blah. You know, like he was so calm when he would pull people over. He was so calm with them and, you know, just giving them like just really great basic information. Like, hey, listen, you shouldn't be texting and driving. That's really dangerous. So I'm like, dude, you're not a policeman. I had to keep telling him that. Like, I'm with you. I'm on my own bike at this time. So when we went on I-95, I just thought, okay, we're going to just get off on the second exit. You turn back and I'll get my bike. So when that happened, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is how shit happens. This is just like that video where that cruiser got run over by the car. And I was just like, dude, I do not need any of this kind of like, and she's in an SUV. Like, it would be nothing for her to like run us over. So then he's like, oh, well, she's stopping. Yeah, because you popped her fucking mirror and the plastic came off. Of course, you don't want that shit to fly off. So, of course, I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to pull over. She don't have no action camera on her dashboard. She don't give a fuck. So it was just like, I was just like so surprised by that situation because I don't like being stuck. I don't like being, that's why I don't want to be a backpack anymore. I don't want to be a passenger. I don't want to be stuck in a situation I cannot control. That's why I like to ride my own bike. And if I'm not feeling you, I'll ride off. It's not an issue for me.
Got you.
Yeah.
So how about this? Now that we learned it, he's not truly aggressive. It's just his manner of putting out his message is a little bit goddamn scary.
Yeah, like he was.
What did you learn from that whole experience, though?
I learned that, like I said, people in general are fucking unpredictable. So even if they're on 4 wheels or 2, you just have to like have caution. And like I said, like I mostly ride by myself. Like people will be like, "Oh, we have a ride going on," or "Oh, I would really like to ride with you." And I'm always like, you know, with one eyebrow up, like, okay, I don't know if you're a serial killer, but we'll see. Let me like, I don't know. But I was like, right. But most of the time it's been positive. I haven't had a lot of bad experiences riding with bikers, but with him, I was just like, dude, yeah, I'm probably not gonna ride with you for a while. And he's like, oh no, like, and then all the comments that were coming to the video, and he was looking at the comments and he's like, oh shit. Oh, God, I don't want people to misinterpret what I was doing and blah, 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 blah. We need to do a second video so I can like, you know, talk my talk and people can understand my point of view. And, you know, like I said, he had been in an accident on his bike where he was hit by a car. So I think that motivates his actions. So I know everybody has different motivations, but there's ways of doing it. Like for me, I'm not a policeman. Even if I see you eating a 5-course meal in your car, I'm going to just drive as far ahead of you as possible. Maybe if I have my Bluetooth, I might call 911. I mean, I have no problem calling the police, but that was a scary situation, but it happens.
Well, Twisted said that he finds popping mirrors while twerking is a great way to get attention and de-escalate a situation easily. I actually will concur. Okay. If you're able to work while on a bike when people act idiotic on the street, I gotta feel like they will take attention to you and they will actually de-escalate as well too. I will agree with you, Twisted.
Yeah, no, like my thing is I think that would just de-escalate the situation completely. So, you know, might be something that everybody wants to try. Girls, guys, whatever. Twerk while breaking mirrors, that will stop traffic. So everybody might want to try it.
So you swing, break a mirror, and then just jump off your bike and start twerking.
Well, no. You have to up the ante. You have to twerk while riding. You know how guys adjust their nuts while they're riding? Like instead of adjusting your nuts, you start bouncing your butt cheeks.
Well, I think that's probably the best thing to do so that you can actually haul ass. Because you never know who you just punched the mirror to start twerking, and this 300-pound dude that looks like The Rock steps out. And Kay said she loves the fact that you bring your bike in the house.
Oh yeah, there's no safer place in Miami to keep your bike because it will get jacked outside. But I like to keep my baby close. You don't want to keep your own baby outside. You got to keep it in the house.
And this is not taking me off subject, but I saw something else in the live chat. Did you have an issue with your bike getting hit while lane splitting? I wasn't going to go there, Irish. I really wasn't going to go there. I do know exactly what you're talking about. So this is the this is how you expel who you are. This is how you introduce to the Moto Amino community who you really are. So we have to go here.
Of course, anything. We can talk about everything.
So let them know about that. Sorry. Let them know about that experience. So they were either in an Escalade or
they were in a GMC SUV
or something SUV.
Yeah. So basically, I was just casually riding by myself, and I was feeling a little confident, cocky. I mean, I lane split all the time, but it's, you know, we were in South Beach. I knew it was a heavy tourist zone, and my engine was cooking my legs. So I tried to. I mean, for the most part, I was adhering, but of course, nobody wants to see when you're adhering to traffic. That's not fun or entertaining. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna lane split through South Beach, the main street on South Beach. Most of the time it's bumper to bumper traffic, so I can usually go straight off. I mean, of course, there's only one lane of traffic, so it's pretty dangerous to do that. But when I don't see any cars oncoming, I will lane split because I'm like, okay, they're stuck at the red light. So when I pulled up in front of her and she like kept edging up, and I was like, oh, okay, bitch, you want to, okay, come on, bring it. I'm like, why are you being so petty, bro? We're in bumper to bumper traffic. It's not like the light is green and I'm stopping you from going. We are literally crawling. So then Like she didn't like do anything major, but she did tap the back of my tire. And you know, like your bike is your baby. Like you don't like anybody like hits your baby, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Are you freaking mad? So I got off, I parked it, turned off the key, and I was like, okay, you wanna go home? Let's go. Like, don't come from my bike. And we're in non-moving traffic. Like, I don't like, honestly, that's why I said I was in the wrong. Like, I knew I fucked up. Like, I have no problem admitting that it was very like emotionally driven. Maybe I was PMSing, but it was just really stupid of me. And then obviously I shouldn't have taunted her. I shouldn't have lane split. There's a lot of things I shouldn't have done. So when I went up to her car, I did not realize she had 3 other people in the car. So I've had one other experience that I'll tell you guys about. But when she came out, and then like her 3 friends came out, I'm like, I've seen enough World Star Hip Hop. I know what happens when the odds are against you. I was like, I don't care how much bike gear I have on. Listen, when 3 people start coming at 4 people come at you, yeah, you're usually not walking away the same way you walk in.
That is straight World Star too.
And I did not want to be on World Star getting my ass kicked either. I'd be like, oh yeah, that MotoVlogger that got her butt kicked in Miami. Yep, that's that girl. So luckily, like this dude came. I don't know if he was a waiter or whatever. He was like the real MVP. He came and like de-escalated the situation. But that one with the raggedy wig, the raggedy lace front wig, the rough one, looked like a retired stripper. She kept coming for me. And I mean, you know that one, when it looked that raggedy, you know they have nothing to lose.
They got nothing
to
lose.
I'm like, shit, she might kick my ass, but I was like, shit, I got my camera on and there's a bunch of tourists. Nobody's gonna let me get my ass kicked. Like I kept joking. I'm like, pretty girls like to argue, but we can't fight. So I'm like, yeah, I can talk all this shit, but bitch, don't hit me, please don't hit me. Like I was like, okay, I have the protection on the helmet, but if she gets me in the gut, I'm done. So it was just like a really stupid situation. And then like honestly, I was in proper traffic now, so I was in front of her. And like most people would be like, oh, you should, ride off after the fucking incident. And I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta show this bitch. I ain't scared. So I went with normal traffic. I was adhering to traffic now, but I stayed in front of her like, you ain't gonna scare me off. This guy right here, he's gonna jump right back in and shit happens.
I saw it and I was like, oh, hell no. Because the first thing I saw was a little bitty one. She wasn't a little bitty.
No.
You know what? Fuck it. She ain't gonna find me. She looked like she was a retired stripper who was a wrestler before being a stripper, because she tore her Achilles and now she's stripping in flats because she can't get in high heels. And now she's not stripping no more because she got fired because defects came because she had her kids in the back corner. That's what she looked like. And she was quiet though. She was quite like she was like about to pounce.
Exactly.
All of that looked like she was just creeping up about to pounce.
I was just like, and then I know in a video I was like, oh, I'll call the police. Like I like really like honestly, no matter like in my head, I'm like, we aren't moving. It is bumper to bumper. I'm not stopping you from going anywhere except what? A foot or 2 more? Like that's how I felt. But honestly, if I never lane split, there would never be a situation. So you have to be accountable. And that's what I'm trying to show in the videos. Like, yeah, there are times I fuck up and there are times that, I have to look back. And when I look back at the footage, I'm like, oh man, that was messed up. So that's why sometimes I might do a little voiceover and be like, okay, listen, I messed up, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't, this was a very irrational moment. You're just emotionally charged. And if I didn't lane split, then this would have never happened. Of course, people don't want to see you riding normally, riding properly, nobody's gonna tune in. But I want girls to watch this and be like, oh, I'm not gonna do what she did because she would have got her butt kicked. So I want girls to see like, don't do half the shit I'm doing. And then when I'm doing good stuff, you should do the good stuff too.
And I commend you on standing up and admitting your position of not doing what you should have done. It could have been handled differently. And I don't think, just to put it out there, I don't think that you came back and said that this is what I did wrong, don't do this. I don't think you did it because you were scared of little big girl. I just think that you did it because you really wanted to let everybody know that you recognize what you did wrong. You took accountability for your action and wanted to make sure others didn't make the same mistake. Because it's a actual plethora of videos where people are out there doing that and they do it purposefully. And then you turn around and you wonder when they hit the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock news, biker shot, motorcyclist shot during road rage incident. And unfortunately, you guys look it up. I'm not even going to go into detail, but it has happened. It may not happen to us or anybody we know, but it's happened already. It's happened, and it's happened several times, actually. So not to make a light information come to a bad one, but you got something that you're doing right now that you need contribution from a lot of us who have the ability to contribute. What are you trying to do right now? See how I know? See, and you're not, I don't send you an outline. I don't send you an outline and say, these are the questions I'm going to ask you.
Oh, okay. I like right now I'm like, what are we talking about? So I can talk about it.
You're in the midst of doing something. You don't have to tell us what you're actually going to do, but you're asking for the help of other motovloggers and people from Moto Amino that have decals.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that project's already done, but okay, I still need them though. I still need them. What I was doing was I was going to Comic-Con that we had in South Florida, so I was trying to sticker bomb my knee and shin guards to sticker bomb them, and I was gonna be Sailor Moto, so I'm gonna make a video on that because it already happened. So I was trying to get decals beforehand, but everybody, all I heard was crickets, and everybody's like, I don't know you, I'm not gonna send you anything. So I had to like bug my friends in South Florida and be like, hey, does anybody have any decals to spare? So I made the best out of the situation, and I rode my bike in my little Sailor Moon outfit, which I was wearing shorts. And
squinting it up, Sailor Moon.
No. I had my motorcycle gloves, helmet. I had the knee and shin pads, and my motorcycle boots. I had the ones that go up to the calf. So I didn't have jacket or pants on, but everything else was covered.
Twisted, what the hell do you mean you have a decal? Because every time Twisted says something, my brain goes automatic and converts to something that's going to be dirty. Seriously. So I want him to tell us what does he have for a decal, and I probably ran right into that whole big pane of glass. That's how Twisted does me. I fall for him. I told you he's just so damn sexy. I just fall for it. I just fall for it.
But no, I mean, it was pretty, I think I was trying to do like a sticker bomb, but I think I got halfway there. It covered 50%, so I was happy with it.
So Sailor Moto girl.
No, there's no girl. I'm a grown woman.
Okay,
Sailor Moto, yes.
What kills me though is that it's kind of, I'm about to admit it. Since you had to admit so much, I'll admit it. I watched that anime.
Yes, okay.
I didn't say I liked it.
Oh, ooh.
I didn't say I liked it. Yeah.
Wow, you just ruined my childhood. Okay.
I'm sorry. I watched it, but I would rather have gone back and watched the old Transformers from the 80s and keep watching Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay. I was a Dragon Ball Z Sailor Moon Toonami girl, so
I love Toonami, but I like Toonami late at night. Toonami's late at night deal with like Ghost in the Shell and the stuff that's late at night. I like those.
I used to have to creep from my bed and then try and go in the living room and watch it, and my dad would always catch me. So now I'm grown, so it's okay. I can watch as many animes as I want.
That is sad.
Yeah, no, that's not sad. Listen,
no, that is sad. They didn't put a TV in that baby's room to watch that anime.
No, they wouldn't know. My parents were like freaking, they're Caribbean, so there's no TVs in the room. Living room is for watching TV and spending time with the family. We don't put TVs in the room. We're not American. That's what my dad would say. So, but yeah, no, it was fun. Like I was gonna ride my bike. I dressed up as Ash Ketchum too, so I was gonna ride my bike too. But it was raining that day, so I said never mind to that. But next time.
All right, so I'm gonna do one more thing before we go to that last thing I was saying.
Oh.
Last Thursday night, you guys, you did number 7 live stream for Moto Divas.
That is true.
I actually did blast it a lot because I was under a lot of pressure and sweat Saturday night. But I did tell everybody about what I saw and what I did learn. I thought it was real good. You guys started pretty well, and then it ended up going, I think, what, 3 hours?
3.5 hours. And I just I really I want to say a shout out to Moto Girl Vlogs, because she really helped me
figure out how to live stream. And, you know, she told me, don't be nervous. You got this. Like, she was really, really hands-on and helpful with me. So I really appreciate the time she took and all the other girls that contributed too. But honestly, I was like, listen, it's going to be an hour. Because after an hour, I start ADDing on these live streams. Like, it starts getting boring. I don't want to talk to you girls anymore. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. And like, I kept saying, oh, it's getting late at night. Don't you guys have to go to work Friday morning? And like, everybody would ignore me and keep talking. And I'm like, well, okay, continue.
So that meant that, I think that meant that it really went well. That it went real well for them to not want to leave. And I actually watched the entire part, except for a few times I went and got something to drink and had to go and take care of what I drink in another room. But even my son was watching. He sat there watching. Now, he did ask, and she's in the live chat right now, but he did ask, where's the pink helmet? Because somebody usually is on the live streams that we watch and she wears a pink helmet. And she wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
MotoVlogs was not available at the time. And
no, but she did help. And, you know, like she watched what she could, but yeah, she was doing her own thing. She's, you know, she lives a life outside of bike life. So I do appreciate her assistance. I was just like, okay, I can do this. MGV is not going to be around. I have to execute properly, make sure everybody gets on the live streams. But no, I mean, like, it was really fun. Like, like I said, I usually do not watch live streams, and I usually don't think they contribute anything, because I was just like, oh, after 30 minutes, I'm ADDing. I think it really depends on the mix of people you have and the personalities and everything. And that's why, like, after that one, I was like feeling confident. I'm like, I could do this every week. What are you guys talking about? So yeah, we're doing another one. I'm doing my own personal one, August 10th at 8 p.m. That is a Thursday next week. I'm going to do a live stream. And I wanted to break out of the whole MotoVloggers thing. Like, not to say like what they're doing, Moto Divas is, you know, whatever, like everybody has their own format. So I didn't want to just put MotoVloggers, because there's so many different type of bikers. So I kind of like creeped on Instagram and like just messaged a bunch of motorcycle girls. And I was like, hey, do you want to just talk online for an hour on a Thursday night? I promise I'm not like crazy or spam or whatever. Like, it's going to be fun. I promise. So I got a variety. I got some, you know, regular street riders. I got some stunters, and, you know, we have some motovloggers. So I just wanted to keep it mixed up and see. So I felt like the more girls you ask, like at least if like 3 or 4 flake out, you still have like a handful to have a conversation with.
Well, you did have a lot. You did have a lot. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, and I really like the RGB. I cannot pronounce her name, but the girl from India, like, she woke up at 5 in the morning to be on the live stream, and I'm just like, only 10 people are watching, but thank you for coming on.
A lot of people ended up watching. So the last part I have is Saturday night when we did our live stream, somebody wanted to be on you guys' live stream, and I figured, you know, why not? I asked as well in the live chat. So he's here tonight to say something to you now.
Okay.
What are you going to put me on the spot for? Like, you just invite me and you got nothing for me. You are terrible.
This is how I do it, brother.
Yeah, God, you are terrible.
So I led up to exactly what I need to lead up to. She said she was about to do one that's going to be coming up as well. So you have the opportunity to ask her if you can be on the next one. And then she can say yay or nay live.
I know, right? MotoVlogs has already agreed to have me on at some point in time, and a lot of people will keep asking me questions because I had an accident recently, and I got really fucked up.
Oh my God!
I mean, like, I'm fine. I'm alive. Obviously, I'm not talking to you from beyond the grave, so it's not.
You're not Ghost Rider.
No, I wish. God damn it! I knew I did something wrong. But no, so a lot of people have been wanting to know about the accident. I've been trying to explain it. It's a video series I've also been working on, just kind of explaining the day in life of what it's like trying to recover for this. Obviously, people have had worse accidents, but not a lot of people give that insight. So, yes, Irish, I do. This is what you're going to hear when you come and visit me.
Don't start. Don't get it bigger than it is. We got to stay on track. He's trying to go ahead and do what he needs to do.
Okay, I'm listening.
So anyway, the idea is if you'll have me, you get this wonderful buttery voice to add to the show. But if you
milk it, baby, milk it.
I know, right? If you'll have me, I would be more than happy to join and explain what it's like, and also explain what led up to the accident. And to hopefully, because my goal personally is to help make sure that people don't make the same mistake I did. It was a simple mistake, but it was one that really screwed me up.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
I see you're interested. Like I see your mind, and it's just circling around in there, and you want to say yes.
Okay, let me tell you what we were planning on doing.
You go for it.
We were planning that if at one point in time during the live stream on Thursday, if at least 100 people are watching, we would add one person to the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's our thing. Like if we hit 100 views at one time, like it says, you know, how many people are watching now. If it says 100, we would add one person from the live stream.
Okay.
I mean, from the side chat. Sorry.
Right.
So I don't know. I have to talk to the other girls because, you know, we're
by all means, I don't want to interrupt anything you have planned for the next one coming up or anything, of course.
Yeah.
But if you have something in the future, I mean, I know you're thinking about it and you want to.
I am. I mean, you have a very smooth, buttery
about his voice. Get to the point.
But no, I really like your series though about the whole post-accident thing because nobody talks about that stuff. Like you just hear about it and then you hear it, and then they post a video 6 months later when they're like 90% better.
Oh my God, I wish in 6 months I'd be 90% better. I wish. I got about a year or two maybe.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, because and then that's the other thing. I already pre-made some topics. So I'm just like, accident.
But you see, pre-made means that you can pre-rearrange. Moto Girl, yes. You know what? I will be happy to you. I think you already have my email, Moto Girl. So you hit me up with that info and I'll be there. Just give me a time. But yeah, so I mean, you get the radio voice, and then I get to make Dragon over here. He gets distracted every time I get on here because I get him off topic every single time, just like I'm doing now.
Okay. Wait, you have Instagram, right?
Me? No, not right now. I know. I'm so behind.
Oh my God.
I know.
Okay. How do
YouTube,
I
you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook.
Okay. So I'll shoot you a YouTube message then. Does anybody check those?
Yeah, I check them.
I check mine all the time. I check them every time it pops up on my phone.
I'm on Amino. I just messaged you actually because I told you, I just let you know that I want a decal. So I was the one, do you remember like way back when I had the Ducati Monster 1200R and I told you I was going to try and ride down there and bring it down one day, but I wasn't able to.
Oh, yeah.
That was me. Yes.
What happened?
Well,
you traded in, right?
Yeah, I did. It was uncomfortable for me. I love the bike. The bike was great. I mean, the power and everything was great, but it was uncomfortable for me. So I decided to go out and get a brand new ZX-10R, which lasted about 600 miles. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Oh shit. So in your series, you talk about the initial accident and then talk about the recovery and what is,
yes, and I am planning. I'm still working on it because honestly, it's been a tough thing for me to do. I have my GoPro footage is the only thing I have right now, but I do have GoPro footage of my accident.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was celebrating this day. It's fantastic. On this very day, it was July 2nd. It was a group ride here in PA, and I was using that to celebrate my first 100 subscribers. I was excited. I was pumped, and I was recording, and it all went to shit. But good thing, I mean, I got the footage of it. You don't see me, thankfully. When you watch it, I mean, I'm going to warn you right now. I'm going to sound terrible. I'm not going to sound buttery. I'm going to sound like I'm dying because I felt like I was.
Okay, of course.
When the video is out, I'm hoping to have that out this week or by next week for sure. So that'll go out. I'll be posting that on Moto Amino. But yeah, that'll be out. And then I'll also be continuing to talk about what recovery is like and what I do on a day-to-day basis, which isn't much. I can't drive. I can't ride. Yeah, basically, just to give you a heads up, my left arm right now is almost useless.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That look on your face is the look the doctors had on their face when they saw my x-rays.
Okay. I'm happy you're alive. and you're able to breathe on your own, and you're able to walk and talk on your own. That is very important.
Oh, I was determined. Are you kidding? I was in the hospital for about 7 days. And like on the second day, even before my surgery, my ass was trying to get out of the bed to walk around. The day after my surgery, I was trying to walk. I was like, I'm not staying here. Like I was doing everything I could, because the key things they want you to do when to leave the hospital is, one, that you can get up and do things on your own. You can walk around, and you no longer need to be on oxygen, which I needed to be for a while.
Of course.
And I was like, no, I'm done. I want out. By day 7, I was like, get me out of here. Let's go.
That's usually how it goes. You go a little stir crazy and you just want to return to normal.
Oh my God. Yeah. Normal hasn't happened yet, though. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Okay. So like I said, hold on. Just shameless promo.
Yeah, go for it.
August 10th, that is Thursday, next week. We're going to have all your favorite girls from Instagram. All your favorite girls. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the flyer right now.
While she pulls up the flyer right now, just a reminder, August 10th. Remember, August 10th, next Thursday, she's going to be bringing up all the Instagram girls. We're about to get a list of this, everybody. This is going to be an amazing event. You're going to love it. And I know she's giggling right now because of the radio announcer thing going on. And this is going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss it. Who wants to miss this lovely girl here with all the other lovely girls? All of them, Jacob. All of them. They're all going to be there because that's how they roll. And look,
Jake, you're from my state. Don't you get on board with this man. Don't get on board with this man, Jake.
Can I put the, I don't know if the camera will zoom in. Will it zoom in? I don't know.
It may not. It's a little rough here.
It's a little rough? Hold on.
It's a little, hold on.
Wait. Well, I can't. Is it too bright?
Clearly. No, bring it closer. Bring it closer. Bring it closer.
Okay, you need to stop talking because I can't see it.
Bring it down.
Damn.
Bring it down. Right there.
Yeah. Oops. I can't tell anything right now. But anyways, we have.
Okay, so basically it says Miami and Merch host Bike Life Ladies YouTube live stream on August 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
See? And we presented it. Everybody should saw it.
Okay. Man, okay, Twisted. We'll see if we can squeeze you in. You know, we have about 20 different ladies in this live stream. So I have to factor in.
You guys are gonna kill the bandwidth on that one.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, like, hey, Twisted.
Beautiful ladies rolling in, and you're gonna get my voice in there. Like panties and boxers are gonna be dropping that night. I promise you.
Boxers.
Oh yeah.
Shameless. Hey,
you act like your boxers don't drop when I come in too.
I don't wear them when I come on here live.
I know. Makes it easy. You learned the first time.
Moto Girl says you really do need to get an Instagram, brother.
Who, me? I know. Yeah. I know. Moto, I tell you what, after, what is it, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is going to be the live stream that you're saying I can pop onto. I tell you what, after that, I will set up an Instagram. I will do it. I'll make sure and get it rolling. I'll even promote it on Moto Amino. How's that? That sound good?
Do that.
Wait,
do that.
Dragon, can I give you a little bit of like public pressure right now?
Ooh.
None for me, but try it.
This is dirty.
Can I shoot you my flyer and can you put it on the post
as the thumbnail?
No. Not even as well, I was gonna ask if you could add it underneath the video of the interview, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
absolutely.
Of
course he's gonna say yes.
And then you can creep on all the girls that are gonna be in the live stream.
I'm gonna be creepy. By the way, your hair looks amazing.
Thank you.
All right, so boys and girls, I really appreciate you guys for actually showing up.
I appreciate it. Thank you,
yes,
Mr. Jack.
Of course. You know, I can tell you worked hard on that. So
you know what? Watch how much of a cock block I am. I just muted him. So here we go.
You can mute people too. Oh my gosh! Do not use the power of hosting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's my boy. I'm done.
See, I can unmute myself though. That's the fun part. Nice try though.
Oh, really wrong though. You know I can't do that, man. That's just.
I know. Your viewers would actually be upset. Irish, you know, I do need to get a radio station. If anybody would like to help, get that set up, by all means.
No GoFundMes, man. No GoFundMes.
Hey, at least I'm not asking for anybody to pay for my accident.
Pay your rent. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like.
Yeah. Anybody
# Yammy Noob. I'll just say it. You know me, I'm gonna say it out loud. I don't feel like being PC right now.
You know what? I told the last live stream, you remember me talking about this. It was funny. Even during my accident, I felt guilty for having an accident. I apologized to my crew that I was riding with for ruining the ride. I apologized to the EMS. I apologized to the life flight. I apologized to the nurses, the doctors, and everything else. And Yami Noob can't even apologize for hitting somebody's fucking car.
Well, you know what? Well, see, that's the thing. You have to save that for the live stream. Don't give them too much. Just give them enough. Just save that.
That's a taste. That's just a taste. Trust me. What I give you on the live stream is just gonna, I think even when Dragon first heard about it, even he kind of looked a little sick, I think.
Because we kind of know what's going on out there in the world. But I am going to go ahead and call it to an end, guys and girls. But before we do, as usual, I want to make sure I go over and I say thank you for all of you showing up, especially the ones that's always been here supporting us on the Moto Amino. I just need you guys to do me one small favor. One small favor. Go tell everybody.
Okay.
Go tell everybody about the app. Everybody who rides, everybody who wants to ride, everyone that's on anything from 3 wheels, 2 wheels, a unicycle, 4 wheels that's made up into a motorcycle, doesn't matter. Don't categorize them as a non-biker or a biker. Just let them know about the app. Let them go ahead and get involved. Tell them about what we do on it. Just get them on there. 38,000. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of feel a little disappointed. I think that we could be at 50,000 pretty fast.
But
I think we could.
Oh man, Dragon, I have so many comments in reference to that. I wish we didn't have to end.
You know what? Before you do end, I also want to throw out something else. It's been a rough day. I'm not going to explain anything about what happened, but I want everybody here that's listening, and I want you two that are here as well as you. Is that a pickle? What are you eating?
Lemongrass roll.
That looks good. But anyways, I digress. Go out, tell someone in your life, your friends, your family, or anything else. Let them know that you love them. Give them a hug. You never know what the hell is going to happen. Just remind people that you're there for them. I think that's an important thing for all of us to do as well.
And I think Irish said this. I thought it was pretty funny. But if you do know somebody who's on a unicycle,
absolutely, I would
get a photo, get them on the app, and make them sign up. But let me ask you, what were you going to say?
No, puppy. We can't end now. There's a puppy.
I wasn't going to stay on because of the dog. I love dogs. I hate cats, but
is it because of me?
No, I'm an ass.
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah, I'll just be honest. But she was gonna say something, and I did want to hear what you were gonna say. Seriously.
My bad.
I'm not gonna end it. Yeah, you were gonna.
Okay. This is my thing. Like I love the Amino app. Like it's like always been fun and interactive, and you've always been able to connect with bikers from all over the country, and I love that. The thing is, like, it just feels like, to me, it almost feels like Instagram, where it's like, okay, we gotta post pictures, we're gonna post videos. So I don't know, like I don't know what, like, you know, when you check in every day, like I don't know what kept motivating me, I guess because it felt competitive. So I guess, not to say I want it to be more competitive wise, but I kind of do want it to be like, I feel like it needs to have a little bit of an incentive for people to be like, oh yeah, well, I want to post a better picture. And like, I understand you guys have the monthly thing, and then, you know, who has the best bike of the month or whatever. And I'm just like, dude, I know my shit's hot and it still hasn't gotten picked. This is the problem. So like, I'm just like, the whole system is already flawed.
Well, I want to make sure I clarify, when I did say that earlier in the beginning, I was telling everybody before you got on.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, sorry.
The people on the app, such as curators, curators and leaders, they don't pick the bike of the week or the bike of the month. They don't pick.
Oh no, I don't believe you guys do. I think it's based on votes, right?
Yeah, it's based on.
I can't believe nobody voted for mine. I can't even put mine up anymore. You dicks.
I hate to say it, but there are a lot of green and black.
I know there are, but how many do you see with the sexy ass shorty exhaust on it like that looks that damn good?
She's not short enough.
Let me tell you something. I am the king of short over here, okay?
She needs to take him up a little bit higher, just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then, you know, that's what happens. I think that we get a lot of people that actually do it. Now, one of the rules I just found out today, I did not read it.
She snorts really cute, doesn't she? It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But no, but that's the thing.
One of the rules I did not realize until today is that you can't have your post featured in the front when you're applying for the bike of the month or bike of the week, because I think people already know if your post, if everyone who does do hashtag BLTW or BLTM and then the month, if they're not all posted on the front page, it won't be fair, because they're going to get more of a viewing than everyone else does who just posted. So to make it fair, everyone who posts, it can just be found by hashtag, or it could be found by people going through those new posts that have been placed.
One thing I'm going to, I'm going to play devil's advocate here, if that's okay. The only problem with that is a popularity contest. Some people, some people really do just have more of a following. There are certain individuals on the app that just have more of a following in general. There's more people there that can really give them that attention. So those votes, it definitely can swing more in that direction, because let's face it, it's a popularity vote. And if that's really been my only bitch about contests or things like that when it comes to Moto Amino. I love everything else about it, but it really is tough when it's, you know, you look like me, I'm not getting many votes. You look like her, you're getting all the damn votes. She knows it, not your head. You know it.
My bike still has not been featured. And how many black girls, you know, ride Ducatis, okay? How have I not been featured yet? But no.
If you get on your Ducati right now, I guarantee that you're going to get a ton of votes right this second. People are going to freak out right now. But no, it's a popularity contest. It is, and it can be rough. And I understand that people try to be fair about things, but it really can sway very hard in a certain direction.
I think I hear exactly what both of you are saying. I understand exactly what both of you are saying. And it can look that way very strongly. And a lot of people, you're not the only ones that have said it before, or directly to me, especially, that this is what they saw, or what they feel they see. I think that give it some time. It should be something that'll be a little bit different, and maybe we'll see it swing better. Maybe we'll see the swing won't be a swing.
Right.
It will be as unilateral as possible.
Irish, why aren't you featuring my videos? Because you just said something. Why aren't you featuring my recovery videos? Not one of them has made it to the front page.
The reason why I was told that we're not going to feature yours is because we don't give a shit anymore. No,
damn.
I told you I was an ass. I'm not an ass.
No, but no, what I will say about Amino is I do like that you guys are featuring different people. So there are people
I've seen a lot of different content.
Have liked my stuff, and I'm like, I never see them on the page, and then now I'm starting to see them on the page, and they're really like great articles, and they're taking great pics, and I like that. So there is a bunch of diversity going on. But like I said, it feels a little bit like Instagram, where you're like posting pictures of your bike and stuff. Like, I guess I like a format that's a little bit more competitive than just a popularity contest. Like, I understand a popularity issue, but I'm like, okay, well, you know, submit your MotoVlog and, you know, let everybody look at it and maybe vote or whatever. Like, people are going to know when a video or a picture is trash, and they're going to know when it's good. But I think it should be different competitions. Like, which one was the most educational? Which one? Which one did you watch the longest? Like, I'm just making up stuff. But, you know,
but I see what you're saying. If we had more of those posts and blogs that are actually stating things such as, hey, I ran into a situation like this. This is what I did. Give you detail. Almost like we were talking about earlier with somebody doing an oil change, but not an oil change, but something else. If they did a actual post in reference to, like, for instance, 2 interviews ago, we did an interview with Diana and her husband, Mark, cross-country ride on both their bikes.
I love that.
And they actually took their dog with them, too. They took Aggie with them. Now, the thing is that they were very interested in getting a blog together and posting it on the app to show people how and what to expect about bringing an animal with you on your bike as like a co-pilot of such, and what to prepare for and what things may work best for you. And I told him I think that would be a perfect post to do to place on the app, because you never know how many people are on the app that actually want to find that type of information out, and they just haven't found any other people like them. And that was the other reason why I wanted to do these interviews too.
That's fantastic.
So the diversity of the application itself for the people, the riders, and everybody has something to give. I think it's a little difficult, 37,000 people, to show all the diversity out of 37,000 to post it on the feature. But being a little bit more diverse could help, because my understanding is
Jacob has a good idea too, right there.
I like his idea.
My understanding is that we are a world app and not just a local United States app.
It is, and it's tough because you only have so many people, of course, reading through things, and it's got to be tough to look through 30, 40,000 different posts. And realistically, it's not even 30 or 40,000 posts. Double, triple, quadruple that, because people are posting multiple things. People are posting single thing. And so, yeah, it can be difficult. One thing, Miami, look, you can't have the looks of Ducati and get the visit from Irish. Irish is mine. He's visiting me. I'm sorry.
See how we are really possessive.
I know. Irish is mine. Irish, you are coming to visit me, but I don't even think you've watched my video, and I feel insulted because everyone who has said it's probably one of the best ones they've watched in a while. Because it's real. No freaking BS. It's just honest, no editing, straight up how it is.
And there he goes again, putting his shameless plugs on this one.
I know.
I'm going to.
I'm like, this feels like a dual interview right now.
I know.
It's not.
He invited me. I want you to know that. He invited me.
I'm like, who else got a dual interview? Because I'm like, I thought.
You know what? This makes you special.
Hey, I'm different, though, because actually, Jimmy Fallon has a little bit of me, but not enough of me.
So
what's his name? David Letterman. I get a lot from his old big ass as well. I take it all the way back to Johnny Carson. This is how
Johnny Carson is where it's at, man.
So I'm telling you, we got 2 more interviews after yours, and there's something big. If I can stay and keep my head right and keep this going properly for the app, it's going to be pretty nice. I think it'll be pretty nice.
I think you should just try and interview everyone.
I'm not going to give information. I work for Samsung, and I don't give information. I don't give secrets.
I've tried asking if he would even consider having me on, and he just straight up told me no. He really is an ass.
See,
he doesn't want me on here.
I'd rather tell you no at this time and not disappoint you when I email you and say, hey, I got something going, want to know if you'll help me out with it.
Right.
You know what I say when I ask you guys. I'm not going to give any information. It's just that I'm asking for your help for the situation. I'm just trying to put the app out there in all honesty.
Yeah, that is true.
That's all I'm trying to do.
It's important to do.
You know what?
I just want you guys to make sure you tell everybody about the app. Don't tell them about me. Don't tell them about,
ignore Dragon. He's not really here.
You can tell them about
the Radio Man. You can tell them about Miami and merch. But it really is good because all of us have different viewers. All of us have a different following, and all of us are going to have people that don't know about Moto Amino.
Yeah.
And it's the thing, word of mouth. You get word of mouth. One person tells another person. That person, may tell 2 people, and then it goes on and on and on and on. And it's just crazy, and it can really explode. So it's a fantastic idea. What you doing, Dragon?
Is Lala actually from Serbia?
Yeah, that's what they said. Serbia. That's got to be rough, right there. Serbia life. Damn.
Hey, listen. You don't know what she's going through. She could be a princess.
She could, but I'm just saying. I mean, in general, when you hear about Serbia, now again, this is my American ignorance.
No. Stop. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Sorry. No politics. No religion. No sexism.
No, it's none of that. I was just saying, it's a rough. You hear about a rough life over there. It's
a hard knock life right here in my neighborhood, brother. I don't want to talk about it.
Let me tell you, I live in Harrisburg, man. I'm afraid of getting shot by the freaking ducks that fly around here.
I work for Samsung, and I'm a primitive Baptist, simple-minded
Jesus.
Episcopalian minister.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
She was like, what?
I'm sorry.
Wait. Dragon.
I'm trying to read it and see.
Hold on, Dragon. This is a wonderful interview. But my dog keeps barking at me.
It's that time.
Dog takes priority.
Like, it keeps, giving me that look. But I'm just saying, if you guys made me part of the press team on Amino, you guys would get all the views.
They won't even let me be on the team anymore.
They kicked you off?
They did. You know what? I used to be the PA ambassador. I had to let that go because I had a lot going on, but I was also part of the marketing team with Dragon and Irish and all them. Like when this originally got kicked off last year? Oh. I was with them, and I've been trying to get back in now that I obviously have more free time on my hands.
It's exclusive now.
Whatever.
I'm trying. No, I legitimately would love to get back on there. I have a lot of time on my hands, and obviously, I could probably add something, even if it's typing shit out.
Let's just let them do the voiceovers for everything.
I know. Can you imagine if you had me to do the voiceovers, Dragon? Like,
you never know. We may already have a job for you on the app, man. We may have certain things under wraps, under works right now.
Okay.
You see, he's being all like
mysterious,
cryptic and everything. Yeah. Like, am I about to get like a secret mission in my James Bond now? Is that how good it sounds?
Irish should tell you, man. I don't give secrets.
Martini shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, what if we offer you a bike for the facts? Give us some information.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're gonna offer me a bike, I'm gonna tell you every goddamn thing. Just go spill it.
Okay, I got you on the Hot Wheels.
I'm gonna tell you release dates. No, you can't give me my what is it? My Stole bike. You can't give me that little bike. I can't take that little bike.
The little miniatures? I'll trade you some for some.
You know what you need to do? You need to get him a Lego bike. You need to get him a little Lego bike.
David will take it. Twisted, you know for a fact, my son David will take that bike from me, and I'll never see it again.
I know. It would be gone. Amino Radio, check that out.
Well, yeah, let's do that. That would make good. You should do like a podcast or like live stream radio, something. I like that idea.
I'm not saying anything at this time. I will say that I believe that there's so much more that, as I keep saying all the time, using that word community, that we could do as a community on this app that no other app in this world has ever done. It's just a matter of us not holding hands and singing Kumbaya, but coming together as one.
Can we do that too,
though? To do it.
I'd kind of like to do that too.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead, take a ride up. We'll go camping, me and you by ourselves.
All right. Now I know you want to get me alone, Dragon, but did you just want to admit that to all the other people watching here? Like,
I'm not ashamed, man. I'm just being honest and real.
Kumbaya, brother. Kumbaya.
I wanna go ahead and say seriously, thank you for everybody coming. And I'm gonna say Lala, and she did say that the name
Lala is a man, actually.
Lala, he did say that the name means, where did I see it at? Don't repeat it again, because I don't mind reading.
Tulip.
It's a nickname.
It's up just a bit where you said that's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's a nickname, and it means tulip in his language,
which is actually pretty awesome.
And he actually is from Serbia. So I want to say a big shout out to Lala for being here as well too, because I've never seen you in any of mine that I've done actually in the live chat say anything. So if you came because you know somebody else that's in here as well, that's how this is supposed to work with the app.
Or because I'm here. That
could be because
absolutely. It is absolutely.
I just want people to.
People would flock from all over the world to be like, check out my Indian merch.
You know what? Your cheeks are gonna be sore when you get done with this one too, Natasha. Seriously.
You know what?
Oh, she has no idea what it's like to actually do a full stream with me. Her jaw is gonna hurt, and it's not gonna be from anything bad.
It's not because that little short big girl got out of that GMC.
No.
See, you don't know, but Dragon, you know what I thought? I thought you were gonna ask me about the pregnant rider, but I guess maybe that's a conversation.
Irish asked you about that a little bit.
Okay, because I know that's like a big debatable point, and people have messaged me a lot about it, and I'm like,
do you want to tell them about it?
A pregnant rider, because I can almost see some of the people like, I'll just shut up and let her say her thing.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
I mean, really quickly. I mean, like, it's hard because, like, me personally, I don't think it's the right choice, but like, I also have the mentality of, I'm not her husband. I'm not her family. I don't have access to her keys, to her bike. I can't control anything in her life. So I also feel like in the same dynamic, they're going to say, oh, well, it's your body, blah, blah, blah. You can do whatever. But then you have a second passenger that didn't sign up for the ride. So it's just like a lot of debatable points with that one.
Like they didn't sign the release form to say, hey, I want to go along for this ride.
Yeah, no.
Actually, somebody did a post too a while back and were asking, we talked about it in a live stream a while back, but we were asking about that, how people feel about riding their children or their kids on their bike that are of and under, under a certain age. And I think that's in all honesty, it's the same situation as what you're saying. You're not the husband to the woman who is pregnant, who's riding, if she had a husband or boyfriend or whatever it is. But a lot of us look at it in our own context.
We do.
Is it safe for you have had yourself on a motorcycle?
Some people.
Pregnant? Is it safe for you to have your 3-year-old on the back? I used to ride with my uncle, and I was small enough to be zipped up in his jacket.
Oh.
My wife rode when she was a little girl, because she was so small with her father. He called her Lizard. That's how small she was. But it's happened. But at the same time, too, I'm older, and my time of riding was during a time that there wasn't even a seatbelt law. We could literally stand up in the front seat, drive by the cop, and go, "What's up?"
But
and then some people see it as it's not much different than taking an animal on a bike. We see an animal on a bike with somebody, we're like, "Oh my God, that's adorable." So again, it's another perspective.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's right, because I actually agree with Miami here. I really do, because one, they're depending on the age of this child and everything, they're not old enough to necessarily understand the dangers of what they're doing. And if you screw up, like here's been my thing when I ride, at least personally, when I ride, if I'm going to do something stupid, the only one I ever wanted to affect is me. Period. Right. I never want to be responsible. I couldn't live with myself if I had my kid or something on that bike and something bad happened and I just lost my kid and cost my life as well. Like, can you imagine the damage that would do to a family, the damage it would do to you if you lived through that? Again, that's me personally. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And, like I said, I feel like it depends on the person and their dynamic and their riding skill. There's been people who've been riding for 25 years. So they're like, well, I don't mind riding with my child because I only go 20 miles per hour, but shit happens anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter how. So, but for
people
me,
drown in like an inch of water. It's crazy.
But like, for me, it's like, I feel like it, like I said, guys don't carry a child. Like your perspective as, being someone that's able to be pregnant and carry a child and someone that isn't and you're just a bystander. It's just, there's a lot of debate and there's a lot of, I had an interview with her. So if you want to check that video, it's on my page. But the point was, like, my most recent video that I posted, we did a birthday ride and she did ride and her husband was in the driver's seat and she was in the passenger seat. And, initially we were supposed to ride locally to the art district and we had to take a detour. So we ended up going on the highway. And then, there's a lot of couples riding, with passengers. And then you see this one bike with his girlfriend or whatever the girl was. He's doing a wheelie while going past the group. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know if that girl was pregnant or not. It just, like I said, it all just depends on the dynamic of everyone. She felt comfortable enough and she felt secure in the group. It wasn't a bunch of random people. We ride together quite often, but it's a debatable point because a lot of things have happened and there's been some other stuff. But when I did interview her, there is a video in there where she was riding pregnant and there was a bike accident that she was involved in. So if you guys want to watch that, definitely get some more facts on that.
That sounds spicy.
But no, like I always think about it too. Like, you could be a month pregnant and not even knowing you're still riding your bike. And then, you may not notice you're pregnant until your period stops or, you start showing or whatever.
On your circumstance, you don't even know for several months in.
Yeah. So that's why, like, I've seen girls on Instagram and they have the whole, like, little belly going well, yeah, it's easy. But like the other thing is like her husband has like literally he would ride every day. He literally has stopped riding to kind of go through that experience of not being able to ride because she's not able to. Like, he only rides out of necessity to like go back and forth from work. But other than that, he's a stunter. So he's used to, you know, riding every day, doing wheelies on a highway. And, you know, so I feel like I, you know, as a guy, to stop riding because your wife is pregnant, that's a sacrifice in itself. But, you know, everybody's going to have a different opinion. And, you know, even me, I could be 6 months pregnant. I'd be like, well, fuck you guys. I'm going to ride. Who cares? I might be like, ooh, that bitch is dumb. You know, like everybody had a different opinion. And like I said, I don't control her life. I don't control anything. You know, it's only when it affects you that you can really, you can say whatever you want to say, but that doesn't mean the person is going to change their mind. Yeah, exactly. So that's why it was interesting.
That's what's great about this beautiful world of ours. It's like we can have our opinions, we can think what we think, and people in general.
No, it ain't. I'm gonna say it. No, it ain't. I'm gonna say it right now.
No, it's great that we can have our
opinions.
I fight
every day to not just respect someone else's opinion, but I try not to be malicious in my own opinion. Like I said, and I had said it plenty of times.
I didn't say an asshole opinion. I just said
that's what I'm saying. I'm an ass. I'm a dick, but I'm not the asshole or dickhead. If you put me in that position, I'll choose to do it. But there are some people that force their opinion on you.
Absolutely.
They believe is right, and that's the dickhead. That's the asshole.
Those are the people that suck. So where I'm saying is the people that can have rational opinions and the people who can listen to other people's opinions and understand and see those different perspectives, I think that's what's beautiful.
Yeah.
Forcing your opinions, that sucks. That's just like, why? Like, don't force your world on me. Dragon tries to do it all the time.
I'm hashtag. Dude, I am all day, every day, all night, hashtag ABMS. So I can't help it, man. I just got angry black man syndrome.
Yep.
That's all it is. All right, boys and girls.
I have it too, but I'm white, so.
Wait, Dragon, can I do like one last plug before we go? Like one last one.
Hey, there's already been 7 plugs. Go ahead.
Okay,
make it 8.
listen, like I said.
How many plugs are we using tonight? Yeah?
It's been
Yeah, okay, I have to get serious. We only have a few seconds left. My dog is dying. Okay, so one, don't forget, Miami Merch is having a live stream with all these beautiful girls from Instagram. Go check my Instagram if you want to see which girls I'm talking about. It'll be August 10th. Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Central Time. We got girls from Malaysia. We got girls from Africa. We got girls from Canada. We got girls domestic. So we got the whole variety pack. We got stunters, track riders, street riders like myself. And
I know I'm going to be watching.
Yeah. And, you know, you love my videos. Like, we have all different dynamics in my videos. So you should totally watch them on the Miami and Merch, MERCH, YouTube channel. So tell me what you think about my videos. You love them, hate them? Make sure you like share them and you know, thumbs up.
But don't share what you do while you watch them necessarily.
No.
Please don't.
I just have one question in reference to your video, your live stream you're doing coming up.
Yes.
Are at least majority of these females on the app?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Because I was going to say, if they're not, then you got to do some extra work on the side.
I know, like you're letting them down if that's what's going on right now.
You got to have them sign up for the app too, so they can start posting some of their stuff and experiences for everybody.
Irish wants to know if they will be twerking. I'm kind of curious about the same thing.
That is the thing. We were talking in the group chat, and I asked the ladies, try and hold back the urge to flash people on camera.
What are you doing?
Oh, yes. Yes, please don't let them flash.
No, because if you get 100 viewer count, then you can bring me on.
I had some guys flash on one of our live streams, and we lost a couple of views.
It wasn't me, believe me. It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. It was before Mac took over. We had lost some flash. It was a couple of flashes, actually. It was so flashy, it was bright.
That's
it was like a flash from a camera
right there.
Just 2 big flashes. Just
that's what you call literal headlights.
Yeah, they were.
No, so that's what we're saying. There's a lot of unpredictable factors that will happen with this live stream. But like I said, if we get 100 views at 100 watching now, we will add one person to the type. It might be Twisted.
I'm watching.
It might be anyone. Who knows?
I'm watching.
The
Thursday,
odds are in your
8 p.m.
favor.
Eastern Standard.
You never know. Irish is going to start watching before you guys even go live.
I know. He's going to be like there ready, like pants down. I mean,
no, not like that. He's going to be there ready to support.
Support. Absolutely. We want to support. A lot of support. So I guess are you getting ready to end this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are going to end it, and you still need to send me my check for your baby.
What?
Yeah, Twisted is my baby daddy.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell. I know.
Episode of Maury. Oh my gosh.
I know. Maury is still around. I can't believe he's still here.
99.9%. 99.9.
Let me tell you something, okay?
So you guys in the live chat, you really did what I always ask and what I request. You kept it live. You kept us going. You all actually are the reason why Twisted Tech is on this right now going with us. If it weren't for you guys, I would have overlooked it. So because you guys are supporting it, and that, I really want to be honest about that. They wanted it. They wanted you there. They wanted you here. Why not add it to it? So I started making a couple of questions.
I was perfectly happy with not being on it. I appreciate that people were like, hell yeah, get him on here.
No, I liked it. And plus, I'm going to use the voice promo that you use. I'm going to cut out this interview and use it on this promo. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you type it out really quick, I'll do an even better one for you.
Oh,
do it. I'm telling you, I will do like a legit.
Gosh.
You know what? I'm gonna let us talk about it seriously off air.
Okay.
Don't hang up. I'm not gonna hang up on you guys.
No, but I want to say, Dragon Chi, I appreciate you interviewing me. I was waiting on my time. You know, this was. I guess you had to build up the anticipation to the greatness. So
I got to do the outro.
Yeah, we all got to do an outro. So as the primary guest, Miami, what you got to do is this. You're going to have to say whatever it is that's your statement, your slogan, your saying that's going to reach out to the people. You want it to be something that's going to become not just catchy, but something they remember you by. And it ain't got to be something big and off the wall. It could just be something as corny as what I say and what Mac Daddy says. But when Twisted says it, hell, everybody jumps on board and melts with it.
Oh, jeez.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. Okay. God, I completely forgot what you said, but
just be you, girl. Just be you.
Okay, a statement. So, okay,
you got this.
I don't know why
I clap for it right now, but my other hand doesn't work. So, Dragon, please clap for her.
Okay, listen. Okay, so listen. I want more girls to ride. I want you to document your journey because this will be a time capsule that you can look back in 50 or 40 years when you're old and you have Alzheimer's and you can be like, man, I had this two-wheeled amazing adventure meeting these cool people and learning about myself and being able to, think and look towards the future. And I walked away and I've been able to live my life, because I've been smart and safe about it. And I hope that more girls do ride and they can find inspiration and knowledge through YouTube and other female motovloggers and even male motovloggers. But, finding your passion in life is the most important because you never know when you might lose your life. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but, I think I can support that. That you do what's best for you and you also do it with reason and you do it with consideration for people that you love. And like Twisted Deck did say, I think it's really important that you let people know that you love them because two wheels is a very scary thing to ride on. And you're basically riding on a gas tank. It just seems irrational, but the feeling it provides you is euphoric. So you definitely want to let your loved ones know you love them. You want to live your passions, whether it be riding or whatever. It might segue you into another direction, but don't live in regret. Be happy, be positive, and be respectful to the road and the other people you live with in this world. Even though it seems kind of crazy, just stop, think, and react appropriately.
Please don't make the mistakes that some of us have made to allow road rage to take over because two wheels.
Oh, I thought you were about to take a shot at me, dude. I was about to.
No. Two wheels never wins against four and more.
No. It's better to let it go.
Yeah, it is best to let it go. Plus, a lot of you are riding with cameras. That's all the evidence you need. That's all the evidence.
If somebody really does something screwed up, I mean, take it to the police. If you got a license plate, you got proof. Believe me, they will do something about it.
Let them do their job.
Hey, listen, and that's the other thing. Do not just be excited to get like accident footage so you can post it on YouTube and get 1 million views. Because I feel like that's kind of trendy too. And I've seen a lot of people like while they're riding, they're like Instagramming and social media and all this other crap. and you guys need to stop doing that. But that's more towards I've seen grown men do it too. But you know, if you see something, say something. If you feel like there's an uncomfortable situation, or you see a biker pulled over, help. You never know how you can, you know, just save somebody. So just be active. Don't be passive.
You know, she mentioned that. I'll say really quick, when I had my accident, and this isn't really going to give anything away, all the people that were there, I think only one person may have been recording at the time. Everybody stopped what the hell they were doing just to check on me. That's what you need to do, because you have to remember, when someone goes down, that's a life. That is a human person. They need help. Recording is second to anything when it comes to helping someone out. Now, if they're being taken care of, there's nothing you can do. Document it, because God only knows. You may need something. Somebody needs to watch something. Something happens, whatever. But always primary is to save someone's life if you can.
Yeah.
Even being there, hold their hand, whatever.
You know, I would have held it.
I know you would have, brother.
I know you held your hand. I never would have walked away. I'd have been a dick. I still would have been a dick.
I know you would have been, but you probably would have felt. You would have been like, motherfucker, I am getting on this helicopter, and I'm going with them.
We actually had somebody fall out at our bike meet at the track.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, huge guy, huge, big, I mean, big dude.
Bigger than me?
Man, he was humongous. He was like wrestler style from, what's his name? Anyways.
Yeah, I'm starting to get
Andre Giant style.
Yes.
He's Andre Giant big. The wrestler Andre Giant. Andre the Giant. Yes, thank you.
Wow.
He was that big, but he literally just fell out on his back in front of us.
Oh my God.
And it's not just because of training, but it's also because of how I was raised. If you're capable of helping, be one of the first that are there to help, you know, truly help. But when he fell, there were probably 8 of us around, and everybody that I was with all ran to this gentleman. Every last person that I was with ran. It wasn't that one ran and then the next followed. It was almost like simultaneously. We all ran to him. And then on top of that, a few of us obviously had medical training. So we coordinated together without really having to talk, because we knew it needed to be done. And when we were getting ready to get the guy up to stand him up, we wanted to get him a chair. There are 15, well, don't over exaggerate, Dragon. There were 6 chairs. 6 chairs, 2 people sitting in 2, 4 empty chairs, 12 people standing around. So I got loud with the voice that I do have, and I broadcasted and said, can we get a chair for this gentleman who just fell out? We need a chair for him to rest until EMS comes. Can we get a chair? Everybody just stood and looked at me. So I said it one more time. Can we get a chair for this gentleman who just fell out here on the concrete? He needs a chair till EMS gets here. And then I heard somebody with the guys and girls that I rode with say, are you serious? And actually that inflamed me even more. So I said, yeah, we got all these chairs and nobody can give up a chair for this gentleman who just fell. And guess who gave up their fucking chair? The 2 guys who were sitting down. The ones who were standing in front of the chairs didn't even give up their chair. The 2 guys who were sitting down got up and wanted to slide their chairs over, father and son. They were there for the car show. They gave up their chairs for this gentleman while the other people stood and did nothing.
Wow.
Oh, dehydration. He hadn't had anything to eat. He rode all the way up from Florida to Atlanta. And on top of it, I can't say he was unhealthy. I don't have x-ray vision. I can just say his size, his weight, and it being 100 degrees that day. Yes, it did not help him at all. It could have been worse than it was. And my problem that I had is that, I hate to say it, but if we all had decided to be in another location, I don't know who the hell would have helped that guy. Because nobody really wanted to do anything. And I do understand that out of the groups that were there, let's not forget, some saw it and said, hey, they're taking care of him. I don't need to go crowd it. You got to realize that there are some people who felt that way too. But there were just some that had an opportunity who just decided not to help whatsoever.
Okay, Dragon Chi, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I really have to walk my dog,
Yeah,
but I
take that dog
really
out.
do this. Watch
You're
my
not
bike
disconnecting though, because I still have to
No.
do a little thingy for you after.
So guys, we're out, but we're going to stay. You guys are gone. Live chat, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. We love you. Peace.
Outro.
Lick you. Go ahead, man. Do your outro real quick. Hurry up.
Hey, everybody, this is Twisted Tech, and you're watching the Moto Amino Presents Interview with the Motorcyclist, episode number 5, with our lovely and favorite Miami and merch from Florida. We're going to kick it off. Have a good night. We'll be back next week, and we're done.
My dog is not